One, two, three, one, two, three. Hello, hello. Here we go. Let's go on with the show. Just giving my mic test, testing. Right, Ash, you got a lot to say about me. You got links that you say you're always going to let me on if ever I'm in the chat. But I'm blocked in your chat, so I couldn't come in if I wanted to, which I don't. Anyway, I only got a few hours till I got to start making my way to Heathrow. Fucking freezing here, man. So anyway, let's listen.
Right. Let's skip the intro. Jimmy, if you were in England and said that the things that you were gonna do, right? If you come back to England or you've been in England, why haven't you come and done these things?
Right, let's just stop the video there for a second. Why haven't I? Good question. Well, I got some very good legal advice that there's some high-level police informants. Even I was close to say coppers, actually, on your side, Ash. Which my suspicions have come true because your mate, the big fat one, you know, the one that has a dildo. I should pretend he's got a dildo up his arse when he hasn't already has, which is strange. Either way, he's trying to put it out there that I've got travelling on a moody passport. So it shows he's trying to get me nicked anyway.
You said you were going to do. Why haven't you showed your face, like a direct selfie, proving that you're in England? Why do you always need to feel irrelevant when you're not?
Why do I need to feel irrelevant? I don't get that, Ash.
You're a silly man. You are a silly man. Like, I find you so amusing. I really do. How someone pathetic of your age category, right, can be so immature. Your full defense is because now you've been proven wrong so many times. The only defense that you can go on is bringing up someone's family or someone's sisters or the dead. That's the only way you can go.
That was one person, but you said it three different ways.
That's the only way that you feel like you could win. You can't have a debate. You can't have an argument. You
can't have an argument with shit, which is what I'm listening to now.
But you're irrelevant. You really are irrelevant. So's your little friend, Miss Piggy. She's so irrelevant. Where's the bill sheet, Jimmy? Why are you covering up for a Jimmy?
Why are you so interested in a bell sheet? What, you like the YouTube coppers? I don't get it. Like, why are you so obsessed with us? Fucking weirdo, man. Is it because we've been exposing you a little bit too much, Ash? Is that why? We get a little bit too close to the truth? Is that why you have to make lives about me, tagging me, addressing me, and then saying I'm irrelevant?
Did you send out that gun? Did you send that crossbow, Jimmy? Did you, Jimmy? No, you so feel like you need
sounding more and more like a copper every day
to get everybody else's business out there. But when it comes to your own business, you're not.
You're just asking me my business.
None of you are willing to prove anything, are you? You're ain't willing to prove one thing after another, like we do. All you feel like is spreading on.
And what exactly have you proven, Ash? Proven that you're a smackhead? Proven that you stole child's medicine? It's been proven that you beat up a woman with a baseball bat. That was all over the Cumbian crack, all over the crack. I mean, all over the newspapers. You know, you sold gear to kids. Even your mate Humble said that. Do you remember a few years ago on the cesspit of Exposure TV? Said that you sold crack and heroin to kids. Do you remember that? It wasn't me that said it. It was your mate Humble.
All the lies, a load of shite, a load of manipulation, just so you feel irrelevant. But when it backfires on you...
You see, you keep saying... You can't even get your word right. You said, we keep having to say lies and this and that to make ourselves sound irrelevant. I think you mean relevant, you twat.
You've also got to think, Jimmy, I've probably got a lot more on you than you probably got on yourselves.
Sorry, I just had to laugh at that.
Yeah? Just remember, Jimmy, you can't play my game. You really can't play my game. My game's special. Absolutely
Yeah, you are special, aren't you, Ash? Special needs.
special. And I tell you what, I'll give it till the 15th of this month. And I'll tell you how I've done it, Jimmy. And I'll show you how it's done properly. You silly little boy, you don't have a clue. I will put the link out for you. And
How can you put a link out for me when I'm blocked? Numb nuts.
any time you would like to come on, I will put the link out for you, Jimmy. No,
What? So you can pawn bomb me, so I can pawn bomb you the same way you pawn bomb me. Are you sure about that? I'm lucky I don't play those games. You're right, I don't play your games. You got sick and twisted, nonsense bacon games. I don't play them games. I just expose people like you.
oh, so stupid. You're a stupid boy. You're a stupid man. You've got no IQ. You're a
Got no IQ.
Then you're gonna say, you've done this to your sister, and you'll bring up Axel's sister. That's all you've got, Jimmy.
No, it was Dodgy Dave that brought up your sister.
You're never gonna do nothing. You're not fighting. You watched it. You're
Watched you on the fucking punch bag, and the punch bag won.
more like the gas out for you. And then you're sitting there backing up Shadow Boxer.
When did I pick up Shadow Boxer? Fucking hell, I think you got me mistaken with someone else.
Convicted wrong. What is it with you and people that travel to Thailand, that are convicted nonsense for you to back them up? Crazy. You're a beast, and you are a beast enabler. And that's a fact. Right? That's a fact, Jimmy. You are a beast enabler.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute, because, we'll just get to it in a minute.
You had Decker Henry on your first ever live. Then you had Paddy Conroy slagging you off of that live. Right? About that live. Then going down the line, you become friends with Ben. Right? You and Ben got a close relationship. Right? Emma Cockrell and Maria Howard tried to expose the pair of you, along with Steve Clark, official Topic Talk. So don't start running it when you can't. You can't run nothing. Like, you're on about
When did the official Topic Talk get involved? I haven't seen him in years.
my group, my Instagram group. That's my group. That's with people I thought had a bit of sense about it. Right. But the only person that ever spoke about the group, of my group, was you, Jimmy. And you could probably go and ask everyone in that group, but we thought there was a mole in the camp. We knew who it was, and that was you.
No, the mole was you, Ash. You backstab people in that group. You mate Venom. He doxed the bank statement. Doxed his brother's nephews. You're one of your best donators. Your what they called it? They called it consuleries. You backstabbing, flip flopping little cunt who sell his own fucking arse for a bag of smack. And you little smackhead.
So, it's funny, isn't it? You don't know nothing, Jimmy. You really, really don't know nothing. Like, you can chuck judgments about people, but have you ever met these people? Have you ever been in the vicinity of these people? No, you haven't. All you're asked about is a bit of clicks and views. All I've got to say to you,
All I can say is most people in that group have got very, very low IQs. And the other half, they're on YouTube, the one with high IQs. They keep well away from you.
Jimmy, is where's your first account gone, Jimmy? Because it hasn't been took down, has it? Or you would have cried about it. So why have you hid your account? Know that the grasses and nonsense exposed one. Jimmy. Where's that one gone? Why is there been up going live? I just feel like there's a little baking group here, and like a proper baking group.
Oh, you're so fucking right about that. There is definitely a bacon group here.
I'll tell you what, Jimmy. Like, you're never, ever, ever, ever gonna learn, are you? You really ain't gonna learn.
Right, so I'm going to take advice from Ash. How many times have you been recalled? Okay, the last time I believe you was recalled, I think you spent more time in prison and then out of prison, in foster care homes, out of foster care homes. So who's the one that ain't going to learn? Are you the one that's going to teach me, Ash? Are you going to teach me? Because what I can remember from the Instagram group, you was told, given a warning by probation, not to go on YouTube. Or what did you do? You not only did you go on YouTube, you went live and you went and committed a crime and then blamed somebody else for grassing you up when the whole of YouTube could see it. Even probation, you fucking dickhead.
So it's really pointless going at you, Jimmy, because you never learn, do
You're
you?
going at me.
You don't have a sensible debate. Like, you got ripped off Dodgy Dave for $2.5 grand and done fuck all about it.
I'm 6,000 miles away at the time, but he actually done himself out of more. I've done doing it, but that's another story.
See if someone for $2.5 grand off me, I'll be doing a lot more than just talking online.
Well, like you're in debt to the Scousers because you still owe them quite a bit of money. What are you going to do about that?
Yeah. But that's you, Jimmy. You're a very weird individual. Weird. And you know what? Watching any cockle do scrape at the bottom of the bottle, it's alright. It's alright. I'll tell you what you mean. I've had a bender. Right, not that kind of way. I've been on the drink. I've been on the smoke. And it's great.
He's been on the crack pipe. He's been on the smack. Just switch the words around. Anyway,
It's still fresh now. What's it got to do with you, Jimmy? What I do, what anyone else does. You're miles and miles and miles away, Jim. And you're still going to do mounts. You're going to do.
still got to pass Heathrow Airport. Still got to pass immigration. Well, if I've got a bent passport, then I'm pretty sure that the UK Border Patrol already know about it, thanks to your mate, Grassy Dave.
Nothing. Any real man would have shot their face in England. Hey, like I do every day, Jimmy.
No, your face was shown by the Liverpool Echo, the Cumbrian Crack, God knows how many more newspapers showed you for being a wrong un, for beating a woman up with a baseball bat and selling gear to kids. That's why your face was shown, wasn't it, Ash? It wasn't done for. You didn't voluntarily showed it. It was shown for you by the newspapers for being a wrong un.
And that's how I can do it. I can walk around my streets. I can walk around my town. Can
So can I.
you? Can Paddy? Can Emma? And
Oh, I've got a surprise for you there.
that's how sad you are. You really are so sad. Right? Because you're all going to think at one point,
All right, okay. Let me just tell you something. It's no secret that I've been up north and I've met some people, met some very good people, and I have been around the town with them. And I guess what? They're actually proper loved in that town. The only people they're not liked is by their trolls. There's only like a handful of them on here.
friends, weren't you? You were friends with Dodgy Dave, Jimmy. You were friends with Decker. I always remember that interesting conversation that you tried putting my way. Yes, me and Dodgy Dave were friends with Decker, then we all fell out. Why did you fall out, Jimmy? Why did you fall out with Decker?
Well, I believe that Decker was, Dave was, I'll cross that bridge later.
After you were trying to cover up his afro.
Well, I better clear this matter up because even though I've said it 1,000 times, I'm going to say it again. Decker came with the police certificate, and then I found out how to get the SARS acro. So to buy him some time, to cover him, I said, listen, I told him to get that one, so hoping that Decker will go and get the subject access request to give him time, because I know it takes up to 30 days to make it look like a mistake. That's why I did it.
So, with you covering up Decker's acro, isn't that you being a beast and neighbour? Aren't you trying to protect the beast?
Is he really a beast, though? I mean, the only conviction he's got is for slapping a bird's ass. But then what have you got, Ash? I mean, let's start with you, Ash. You got hitting a woman with a baseball bat I'm pretty sure that's worse than hitting a bird, smacking a bird's ass. I mean, you can compare the two if you want. You get the two women standing side by side. Say, which would you prefer? Hit with a baseball bat or have your ass smacked? But, I might be wrong. Maybe some people prefer to be hit with a baseball bat. But, I'm pretty sure that most people prefer to be smacked on the arse. Let's talk about, we're talking about wrong uns. Let's say Dodgy Dave. Right. He got into Mandy's house. He managed to get Decca into Mandy's house. While she was running the Sarah's lawn Decca, she forgot to run Sarah Claire's lawn Dave. It might have come up clean, it might not have done. I don't know. But did she ask to see his acro? Because the amount of people that he has scammed, vulnerable people, like Mandy herself apparently was vulnerable, who let Decca into her house. He is known for deception, for cheating people, for conning people. So how do you think he got Decca in your house in the first place? I bet he convinced Mandy that he was a good man, he was a nice man, he was against knife crime. He was the one that pulled the wool over your eyes. Oh, but no, Mandy's blaming everybody else except for Dave. Why is everyone so scared of Dave? Is it because he gets information on people, threatens to expose them if he exposes him? That's what he's trying to do to me now. Because I've exposed, because look, okay, he's the most highly paid troll by fleecing people off YouTube on this part of YouTube. If you had a beast in your town, yeah, so you really knew he was a beast, would you think, right, let's get a load of posters, let's get a load of leaflets, let's go follow him around, let's put a PayPal link up, let's put a buy me a coffee link up, then we finally got a few £1,000 in the bank, let's go driving around, playing, turn it into a big, festival sort of thing. Is that what you would do to someone that you knew that was a proper wrong that could be an imminent danger to women and children? Because that's not the way I would do it. I think they're pretty sure that's not the way other people do it. He saw opportunity when he saw Decca from the moment he laid eyes on him, whether it be to troll him or whether it be to be on his side to make money off the side of his channel. But he doesn't do anything unless he gets paid, and that's obvious. So let me tell you, all this was what happening to me now, with Humble making up lies about me, with Dave making up lies about me, and this fucking mongoloid here, fucking Cumbian, fucking tit sucker. He hasn't really got many marbles to run with, so it's easy to use him as a fucking lackey. But shit, I forgot. I lost my train of thought there. So I do have a little bit of ADHD. Pardon me for that, man. But someone might have stolen my medicine. Ash, you there? I know I found him again. Now I know now how Humble lies about people and sets people up and fabricates evidence and paperwork and God knows what. Because I know he's doing it to me and very good friends of mine. What's to say he didn't do it to Decca? What would happen if it turned out that Decca was set up from the beginning? How would everybody feel? Even just me talking like this, there's enough to have half a YouTube turn on me. But what if I was wrong? What if I was wrong all the time about Decca? I mean, he's only been convicted of a slap on the arse. But the NFAs, if you got, for example, if you got money, you got a lot of money, you go around paying people, this person out. You go make a complaint about this person, go make a complaint about that person. I'll bet you there are hundreds of people out there that would take that money and do it. I mean, maybe 1 in 10 people. When you go into like other areas where there's not, more sort of people would have less money, I bet that they would take it. NFA. One up, bang, 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 NFA. So I'm just saying, because Humble can do it to me, it boosts his credibility right out the water. He's doing it to Emma, he's doing it to Brian, and he's doing it to me. Now, I know these people are completely innocent. I know because I've seen it with my eyes. I know I'm innocent because I know who I am. So if he's done it to me, then how do I know he hasn't done it to Decca? And how come Tony Burkett's got off? He seems to be given a free pass to be online. I don't see any banners going up about him. I don't see any, one of them remanded? Way worse than Decca. Where's all the fireworks? Where's all the posters? Where's all the banners? Where's all these buy me a coffees? None of them. Fucking wankers.
Like you are with Shadowboxer. Like you are with Paddy. Now you said to me on a...
Stop mixing me up with Shadowboxer. Fuck's sake. So you can't even get that right.
post, Jimmy, that Paddy ain't wrong and he's never been arrested. Well, what did he
He's never been arrested.
get put on bail for? What did he get put on bail for? You know, like half the accusations you took out there, the people getting wrongly accused and NFAs and all that, you know, like what Paddy did. Why have you got to sit there and defend people that's been arrested? I could say the same thing. Why do I put forward, like, you've got to see paperwork, you've got to see proof. But people don't.
The bloke passed the fucking lie detector. What more do you want? And you still go on at him.
Don't know who you are, Jimmy, do it? We're talking.
It doesn't matter what proof you put out there to use, lot. It don't matter. You're just gonna. If I was to put an acro up to show me completely squeaky clean, you still twist it around. And I believe Humble's acro was false as well. I'll get to that later.
Which was strange, man. A very strange man, right? We don't know your church, Jimmy. We don't know your background. We could think that you're a deviant. What?
Well, we know your background, and you are a deviant.
You're a 50-plus-year-old man. A 50-plus-year-old man. I'm a 30-year-old, been doing this for the best part of 5 years. Showed my face, showed everything about me. You can't. So does that make a bigger man than me? I'm a bigger man than you. Is that how it goes now? I'm a bigger man than you. Eh?
Well, we're going to go now. I know you are. What am I? Fucking hell. Who's got a low IQ here, man? Oh, fucking hell. Well, didn't they teach you nothing in prison apart from how to cook crack and smoke rock? Was the other way around?
I'm a bigger man than you. I will always be the bigger man than you. I will be always the man with more knowledge than you. I am 10 times better man than you'll ever be.
Says who? You? I thought somebody else had. Anyway, I'll just.
Right? Because you are a coward. You are a chicken. You are a bit of chudding. You know when you lift your foot up and it sticks. You're like the man. You know when you stand on a frog and you go, that's you, Jimmy. You're never going to win against Humble Brian. Why can't you get that?
All right, I'm glad you said win against Humble Mark Dry. I mean, Mark Wason, Humble what's his name again? John Wason. Never going to win against him. I wonder why that is, Ash. See, this is my little theory. My theory is you came out of prison. You spent half your life in prison. And here comes Humble, the man you've been fighting with. He gives you an option. Don't have to go to prison again. How are you going to do that? I've got a little secret. What is it? I'm not sure you had it to know. Oh, go on, please tell me. My brother's a copper. His name's Mark Mason. And he's high ranking. Why do you think I get away with everything? Look at my community post. Link to other videos. He is a protected species. That's why he's getting away with everything. He's linked in with it. And how come you can say certain names of people which other people get struck for? You know, like Rattle, there's a bit of tree there with a bit of wood on it. No, she mentioned his name. And Stevie Boy, the other one. How come you can mention those names and others we can't? Interesting. Mark Wason, John Wason. Mark Wason, I'm onto you, man. You may be a copper, but you are protecting people like your brother, John. Who's the other one? The Polish one. Your mum was a proper fucking slag, wouldn't she, John? And Mark, been around the world a few times, didn't she? She might even have some half-Thai kids. Who knows? Anyway, let's get back to Wilma later. Wilma!
To your head, lad. You're never, ever, ever going to win against Humble Brian.
Yeah, that does seem to be the case because he does have contacts behind the scenes from the lodge.
I've learned, Jimmy. I've done it. I've been there. I've got 2 fucking charges. Well, I wouldn't even call them charges. I've had 2 recalls over this shit, lad. You?
See, that backs up my point exactly. They've had 2 recalls, and they even admitted, Dave admitted that he had you recalled. And you're sitting there on the panel with him whilst he's admitting to having you recalled. There's a reason why you switched sides, isn't there, Ash? he offered you a better deal because you flip-flop more times than a fucking pancake on a pancake competition, haven't you? And there was no way you would switch sides unless there was something in it for you. More money, more power, whatever.
You need to realise
that you're still thick as shit.
Jimmy Mush, I do a lot of things on here what other people don't realise what they're doing when they speak to me. And that's how great it is, Jimmy. Because we don't have to go around in fake accounts, like what you do. Like...
No fake accounts like Apollo, Disclosure TV. None of them ones are yours, are they? Just clarifying that.
Run around in your fake account. They start branding people.
Now, the People's Champion as well. That's another account which you came on and pom-bombed me under.
You've been on the phone. Now, I listened to a recording last night of Emma and Liz. Now, isn't it quite funny how you've all threatened Sharon in a group call? Now you've done it to Liz. So basically, you've got her a gang of bullies.
Right, I'm glad you said that. Liz got in contact with us. We didn't get in contact with her. She was desperate to speak to us. And then when she spoke to us, you know what she said? She said, Emma deserves to have a house firebombed. So who's the fucking bully? And that was when we hung up.
I told you that. I'm trying to be a bully. Who do you think you are? Fucking Paddy and fucking Mimi of Shameless. You and Emma. Jimmy, you've been sending her money. You've been sending her money. You've been sending her gifts. Paddy Conroy blew you up for sending Emma a starting pistol and a crossbow because you apparently paid for it in this country and then delivered it. You got it delivered. Why?
Make your mind up. I thought I wasn't in the country. Now you're saying I am in the country. It's fucking freezing here, I'll tell you that for sure.
How'd you do that? So when you see that gun going off outside of Emma's house, I think it was twice, was it? You never see police coming and questioning her or any...
Hang on a minute. Emma's house isn't a Big Brother reality TV show. I'm sorry, Ash, but you don't owe her that. I mean, she doesn't owe you that.
Any form of evidence showing that there was any bullets when that went boom. You've also need to realise...
How would you know that, Ash? Were you there?
As Jimmy, this. You see your little mates. Now, I've always been a grafter. And when you can smell a grafter out? I can smell a grafter out. I can smell.
It's basically admitting he's a con man.
What the bringing truth is cooking. Now, what is Miss Annie Cockle doing to fucking Jimmy? What's she doing? She can't drive, can she? Sorry. Don't get away to you, man. I can smell a grafter out. And I know for a fact, with what she's been saying, I know for a fact she's a grafter. And that's how easy it'll ever be. I know, Jim. Right? It doesn't take a rocket science scientist to sniff it out. It doesn't take a copper to sniff it out. When you're all coming online, and telling everyone your business, things are really going to get picked up on. And that's a fact, Jimmy. And that's a fact.
So, isn't it you that keeps asking us to put out all our business? And you get the ump if we don't. Just saying.
You can't blame anyone for her getting caught with drugs.
So you're blaming us for putting all our business out there. What is it? You've asked me to show my face. You've asked me for my name. I thought you already had my name. But you haven't, you? You've asked Emma to put all her cameras up, the bell sheep up, this up, that up. And then what? So you can say that we put all our business out there. Stop asking us to put it out. Not that I'm going to put it out anyway, but contradictions, mate, contradictions.
She's basically doing a Rule 43, running to a screw and trying to put the blame on someone else because she probably can't pay for their bill, right? But Mandy Jail said,
Not
She's already been exposed for being a dealer. And in my profession, once a dealer, always a dealer. Okay? So who was the driver, Jim?
maybe in your profession, you'll always be a dealer, but that doesn't go for everybody on this planet, Ash. So thanks for just elaborating on what you're up to right now. That's not me grassing you up, it's you grassing yourself up.
Where's the bill sheet? That's all I ever want to know, right? Who is the driver and where's the bill sheet? It's been 2 weeks now, Jimmy. You've all begged for us to put our shit out. Where's yours, lot? Because
Keep begging, Ash. And one day you might never get it.
plus, you've also got to think, we will find out when she's at court. We will find out what she's up for. We will find out everything. Doesn't matter. And Paddy, you can sit there, Paddy, and be an absolute doyle. I've been on TikTok one day, and I probably found out more in Newcastle than anything about you. But you're meant to be a grafter, right, Paddy? You're meant to be a villain. You're not a villain. At the end of the day, you're a grass. Simple. Jimmy even runs Paddy up, but was still irrelevant then. He will keep changing sides, hoping that any sort of transaction, hopefully one day someone will pay attention to it. I doubt it. No one pays attention to him, Pamberley. No one pays attention to Jimmy.
No one pays attention to me. You just done a whole live about me.
Look, he had to move on to Axel because he couldn't get to me. You know what I mean? He could not get to me. Hello, Chris, my darling. Hope you up. He couldn't get to me. And why could he not get to me? Because I had to play that motherfucker like a reel. He can't come on a live. He really can't come on a live and not shout, not talk over anyone, and not speak like a Roman. He can't do that.
Can I ever come on a live, Ash, without you putting me in the back, muting me, and then talking over me? You fucking dick. Oh, I'm porn bombing me as well.
He really, really, really can't do that. And why can't he do that? Because he's immature. And he'll always be immature. Won't you, Jim? You are the most immature man on YouTube.
Nah.
Who? And this is a good question. Who tries getting clout by tasering their own testicles? That's you.
That's called a dare, and that was me having a laugh.
And he makes you do that, Jimmy.
Maybe do that.
He makes you do that. So PD is your boss.
And I thought Axel was my boss. How many bosses have I got?
Because PD's telling you what to do. So get that one into you. What else is there about you, Jimmy? Where's Johnny Woodsman? What have you done to Johnny?
I don't know.
Why did you try and make Johnny Woodman try to kill himself? It's not a very good look, Jimmy. So there's 3 of you, right? Because this is only 20 minutes. Because I've got things to do today, Jimmy. Right, good things. You know, proper British things to do.
What's kicking up the crack pipe? Go on earn your dough. Humble, I need more money. I'm clucking.
Not fake British things to do. You need to realise, Jimmy, right, that no one's bothered about. You're not a threat. You're not a threat. You really ain't a threat. You're not. You were just a wannabe. And you've always asked, why did I get involved? Well, I've got a video coming out shortly, and it will tell you a little something. Okay, Jimmy? You've also got to think, Jimmy, I've really not put nothing out. I've sent over 300 and something things to Dodgy Dave in the last 4 months.
It wouldn't be images, would it? We all know that we had to bite our tongues with that first bit of revenge porn that you put out. You didn't get recalled for that. Who you got to thank for that? I don't know.
Right? 4 months.
Scotch egg.
Imagine when I get my other phone back. Imagine when I send in my Google Drives.
Just imagine all the people.
When I send in my USBs, my tablets, my main phone, my black book, I
His
don't
black
think
book.
anyone will be bothered. But, no,
Oh,
but
dear.
you will be. Because what's in that is
This bloke should be a circus performer.
fucking shocking. And it's been a lot of shocking things, Jimmy. So get this into your head, Jimmy. No one's bothered about you. You're not a threat. You're an immature child. Your petulance is very, very low. In fact, it's very, very high, in fact. Sorry. Right?
Don't know, do
You
it high and
can't
low.
prove yourself. You'll never prove yourself. And that's how it'll always be. And you've always got to remember, right, Jimmy? Axel's your boss.
I thought PD was my boss.
I'm not your boss, because I'm not bothered about you. But Axel's your boss. And he'll always be known as your boss.
He's a,
And why is that, Jimmy? Because he's the one that's got more shit on you than I have. Okay? Good boy. See,
right, anyway. Check out my community post. There's a link to all stuff that you might want to start digging up about John Wason and Mark Wason. Mark Wason was quite a high-ranking police officer, which is John Wason's brother. So if you wonder why you can't win, it's because the powers that be and the lodge. And if you look at the documentary I put up about Freemasons and the links between Freemasons and organised crime or unorganised, in this case, it's disorganised crime. You see, there's a very, very strong link. And the other thing I'm going to say is, if you look at that documentary, it shows that police that are in the Freemasons, they get promoted a lot quicker than other coppers. They make it to CID a lot quicker than normal regular coppers on the Freemasons. They also sit the same lodges. This is a fact. You don't say fact. This is a fact. Kenny Noy was a Freemason. All right, it's in that documentary, and we all know who he was. Now, if it can happen with that, it can happen with Humbles, it can happen with John Wason, it can happen with Mark Wason, and they can make your life a living fucking hell. When you got the boys in blue on your side, they can use every trick in the book to completely discredit your name. I saw a documentary a while ago. It might have been on LBC, actually. I'm not sure if it's a documentary or not. A while ago, how a police officer tried to expose grooming gangs, and the police chief commissioner told him to leave it alone. Asian grooming gangs. He didn't listen. He said, leave it alone or we'll destroy your life. You know what? They did destroy his life. He ended up they ended up demoting him. They ended up pushing up his work hours. They ended up making his wife unbearable to live with him by putting out rumors about him. He ended up calling social service on his kid because he was so stressed and working the extra hours he had to work 2 jobs just to cover his the money to look after him and his kids. So then he called social services to say he's not fit enough. He ended up losing his kids. Ended up leaving the force. Ended up bloody homeless. And that's what they do to people. They destroy people. They use the power of the force. This shit needs to be exposed. Whether it be by me or whether it be by somebody else, because if it can happen to them, it can happen to anyone. John, keep running, keep hiding. Mark, you're protecting your brother who's a wrong un. You might be an ex-copper, you might have some pull in the old bill, but you still, it's all going to fucking come out in the end.
when you can show your face, when you can tell me your name, we already know what you do. But
You got my name, you twat.
when you can do them 2 things, I will respect you. And that's a fact.
Right, buddy, mate.
You can show your face, you can say your name on a live and prove it. I will respect you. I will leave YouTube. I will leave social media for you to do that. And don't be putting your fake passport up, Jimmy. Okay? Okay. Cheers, Hulk.
There we go, trying to get me nicked for something I ain't done. Oh, sorry, I've been reading the comments whilst I've been looking at this because I've been making notes as I've been going along. Because we know these people are very strikey, so under fair use, so I have to talk over it and make it into commentary. So have a quick look through the comments before I blow. I've got someone coming to pick me up. I haven't got much time. I've got to do a little bit more shopping before I go. It's fucking freezing down here, man. Morning, Paddy Mac, Emma, Northeast, number 1. Everyone's bonkers. So I've only got a small screen here. Marie. Anybody else? T-Bag Tracy. Yeah, everybody, thanks for coming in, and I'm coming out. And Ash, you got a few more hours to get me pulled over at immigration or one of your mob, Mark Wason, John Wason, any of the Wasons, any of the Masons, Masons, free for all. You're all welcome to try and grab me at the airport. I don't really want to go home anyway. I want to stay a bit longer. So if you could, hold me, by border control could hold me, then and maybe stop me from going for a few more weeks, and I could spend another couple more weeks in the UK. Maybe you could doorstep me, or whatever you say that you're going to do and you're never going to do. Anyway, bye bye, everybody. See you later, all. Have a good one. Thank you, Paddy. Thank you, Emma, and everybody else. Well, go to the toilet. Bye bye. Bye bye.